3-0. All right. With that, we're at item number 4 on the agenda, our financial report, and we would ask Mr. Ryan Erickson with Woodbury County to please provide us with that report.
Financial report this period will be very simple. As you can tell, there was no period revenue, no interest earned, and this time I applied cyclone math, and the column does foot to zero.
Nice.
There was only one bill of $500 related to the bonds to pay to UMB Bank, and again, the 500 does total the, so, other than that, there was no activity in the period.
Very good. Any questions? All right, item number 5 is non-qualified.
Do you need to approve that?
We haven't, have we?
We haven't been.
Okay, I just,
Yeah,
Could you
Right.
say thank you for receiving, it's just information.
yes. Item number 5, non-qualified use report, and again, Mr. Ryan Erickson with Woodbury County.
this was something when I was looking at the lease, I found this section where it says, during the lease term, the county will take no action which will cause the bonds to become private activity bonds as defined in section 141 of the code, including any use in excess of 50% of the facility. The housing of the federal inmates is considered a private use, so according to the lease, the county shall deliver a semi-annual report to the authority documenting the average monthly occupancy and the revenues received with respect to such non-qualified use. It stated it was supposed to start several years ago, but probably because of other issues, there was never. So I have included in this report from the period of November 24 to April of 25, showing by month the average population, the occupancy operational capacity, and the non-qualified population as a percentage. And as of this period, the highest month was April, which was 30.9%. And going forward, the population has gotten higher, but this is only doing the space being used as a prison. If we ever got over 50%, I believe we should be able to start including the other areas of the building that are county use only too, but this is what was required by the lease.
One thing of clarification, this is a county jail, not a prison. A prison is somebody that's sentenced.
Sorry.
Any questions of Mr. Erickson? Hearing none, thank you, sir. All right, item number 6 on our agenda today is discussion and action on Winkler Roofing quote for PR 54. And again, I would call on Shane Albrecht from Baker Group, please.
Thank you, Ron. So the last thing I told everybody that we needed was to get a roofer back in to be able to get the exhaust fans for PR 54 put on the roof. I'll be happy to note we got a number from Winkler Roofing. It's $2,752.15. It's on page 5 of that packet. And as you can see, because of the urgency of getting this stuff done, the chairman has already signed that, so we're just bringing that for you guys for, in case you had any questions, as we always do.
Any questions of Mr. Albrecht, please?
So you need an approval?
Yes, we do.
I'll move approval.
I second. All in favor, aye. Aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Item number 7 on the agenda today is discussion and action on Terracon quote for parking lot core samples. And again, I'd call on Shane Albrecht from Baker Group, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask to bring this document entered into the record, please.
Okay, I make a motion that we introduce that into the record.
Second?
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
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 Passes 3-0.
So before you, just trying to sit in Jody's chair. So before you is, basically Bob Veenstra came up and laid out where he would like samples of the parking lot where it's heaving. So there's 5 cores on the north side of the vehicle sally port and 3 cores out by the handicap parking on the south side by the front entrance. So this is a quote to go out to the parking lot, core those samples, go down 4 feet, take this informal report and send that report to us and to Bob Veenstra, of course. One thing to note on this, as I was looking at it, if you get to the last page, this will be changed. Right now, it says the client is Baker Group because I reached out and got pricing from the guy. The client will be the LEC Authority. The name and the person will be Ron Wick, the chairman. Address will be 620 Douglas. It'll be Ron's phone number and email, just to let everybody know that. We did have Bob Veenstra, thanks to Jody's help, review last night the services required. And the only other thing that he would like is a couple of gradation samples of the rock in the first 6 inches. Terracon does advise they'll do the best to try to accomplish that, but they're hitting this with an auger that's gonna drop down in, and that rock will be very hard to get much of a sample on as that rock is spinning, but they will try to write up a report and take care of that. I did personally talk to Sean Miller about that today. Any other questions? I'm sorry, I didn't tell you, I think it's $9,500 and some dollars.
566.
So I was right, so $9,566.
Okay. Any questions?
Kenny?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that as the board is considering those costs, there will be some, if you move forward with this, there would be some additional costs. Those cores will have to be resealed. That entails basically bringing out a concrete truck and pouring those full and then having them finished off. So there'll be some additional costs attributed with that.
Understandable.
Shane, where does it state the number of core samples they're taking? Where is that in the contract? I thought I could find it. I don't find it.
I thought I saw it. I know it says, so, when it says, response, it's, we emailed a picture to them, it's in the first words.
Is that the one where it says boring to a depth of 4 feet in 8 total locations?
That is correct.
So it's 8.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. I missed it the first time going through it.
Any other questions on this item?
Mark,
Okay.
have any?
So Kenny, under the, can I borrow you back up here? I will have to get clarification, but under the Portland cement concrete section of this, it says extracting core samples from existing parking lot and patching holes in what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay, perfect.
I don't see that very often, but
I
it
don't
says
either.
patching holes. I noticed that when I was looking at it, but just FYI, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, since there are no other questions, I move that we accept this.
Second?
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Thank you, Mr. Olbrich. Item number 8 on our agenda today is approval payment for Thompson Solutions Group invoice for $5,250 for work on mini split in room 0046. And again, I'd call on Shane Olbrich from Baker Group, please.
So, it was brought to our attention that this is a bill back from May that we already approved, the quote and everything, and this should have fallen in our claims. But because it wasn't in our claims, this invoice is dated May 6th of '25. Its date due is June 6th of '25. And it's an outstanding bill that still has not been paid, so it kind of dropped through the cracks as we were getting everything lotted, and I'm not sure how. But anyway, it's for $5,250. That matches the quote for the mini split for the room. So that's just where we are, just asking for approval.
Any questions? I move that we approve this item.
Second?
All in favor, aye? Aye.
Aye.
Passes.
Ron,
Yes.
I will vote to approve it. I just wanted clarification. Shane, this was a design error wasn't that an IT closet that didn't have any air moving to it, and we had to get air conditioning to it. Isn't that what this was?
That is correct, Mark.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Aye.
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 Passes 3-0. Thank you. All right, item number 9 on the agenda today is information and update on the LEC project. And again, I'd call on Shane Albrecht from Baker Group, please.
Yes, so I'd like to start off calling on Kevin Ross with GJ. Kevin, I would like you just to give an update to the authority, all the good work you've done in your, basically in your one-year walkthrough, stuff you've sent out, stuff you've also sent out on the jury rooms. Expansion joint that's missing between the roof and the jail that you sent out an email on today. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something, so can you update us on kind of what's been on your plate?
Yeah, no, appreciate that, Shane. Yeah, obviously we did the post-occupancy walk of the building prior to the end of the warranty period from the general contractor on the project. And, Kenny and his staff identified a number of things, and so we compiled that with a list of additional things we found walking with the group over the course of those couple of days, and that's been passed on to Hausman. I guess I haven't had any follow-up from Hausman. Maybe Kenny has on getting some of those items complete, but I know that ball is in their court as of now. And then, yeah, some of the things that were in question, Shane, I know you called, talked about the expansion joint on the roof and some of the screws that are penetrating the membrane of the roof. I brought that to their attention as well, too, because I think that's something that could potentially be a warranty issue and or possible leak come in the winter months if snow is to pack up against that expansion joint between the two sections of the building. So I think that is something that definitely needs to be addressed by the Hausman and the roofing contractor, along with a lot of other things there too. Obviously, the grading, and so I think there was 50 some odd items on that warranty list still. Last I was involved with that or been updated on that. So, and then yeah, the jury rooms and the acoustics on there. We provided a detailed explanation along with pictures on what we expected Hausman and their subs to correct on that, showing the incorrect installation of the jet board, the incorrect installation of the doors and frames, and requested they remediate that as soon as possible. And I have not heard back a word on that either. So doing a lot of stuff out there, but haven't got really any response from the guys at Hausman.
So today we met with Caleb Anderson from Hausman on the post-occupancy permit. And he basically wanted to walk each item so he kind of knew what everything was. Of the post-occupancy list that Kevin's talking about, there's 47 items on there. So that came out, I don't know, around the middle of July, so 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
There has been 6 items completed off the list. Of those 6 items, 1 was completed by Kenny, and 3 of them more by Kenny's guys. So when I say by Kenny, one of the things was a dishwasher needed the contactor replaced, so Kenny called Hobart and got the dishwasher's contact replaced. There was some leaking things on the back of cells, and Kenny's guys went around and tightened those up. So there's a few less items on the list, but most of that is thanks to Kenny and Kenny's team. The other update things that we had a meeting yesterday, and Kenny, if you come back up, please. We had a meeting yesterday with Thompson, Suter, Ron Wick, Kinney, and Winkler Roofing to discuss PR 54 and that work. And some good news on a lot of fronts. The fans showed up early. We were thinking a conservative thing was a 5 to 7 week schedule. Fans arrived end of last week. We were able to put together a meeting and kind of put the schedule together that the work's going to start on Monday. Now, I brought Kenny up because unfortunately that does put a lot of extra stress on Kenny. He will be meeting with somebody from Suter on Friday on the site to locate some holes. This will put 2 holes in the roof. They will start on Monday, putting the holes in the roof. They'll come back and re-roof it back in on Tuesday, and then go to get work on the ductwork down below, and should wrap up by Friday. That was really good news for us. So Kenny?
Yeah, our initial, I'll just call it a pre-project construction meeting, because that's kind of what it is. It went really well. We had all the parties, all the contractors there that were going to have to be involved, so everyone understands what their part is and what's expected of them. So far, we haven't run into any snags. We don't expect any. Sometimes you do run into them on projects, but we'll find out if that happens. But so far, everything is set up, ready to go for Monday, and hopefully should be completed next week sometime. And everyone had a really positive attitude, which helped. I want to thank Shane for helping with that meeting and getting all those contractors on board and together. We've got some good partners with Suter and Thompson Electric and Winkler Roofing, and everybody's willing to do their part and jump in and get it done, so, thanks.
Thank you, Kenny. Other things going on, County Conservation has come out and mowed the site, so that's been accomplished. We're working right now, WCICC had to get Faisal computer access so that he could work on some of the programming things. Right now, kind of the unfortunate phone call or email every day to Kenny is about the kitchen. So Faisal was out for most of the day today, so hopefully we turn a corner on the kitchen with getting some of the airflow changes from PR55 R2. We also did talk to Suter and Thompson on a couple other things. So we're waiting on pricing for PR55 R2. That is basically some CO2 sensors in the courtrooms, another diffuser in evidence storage, diffuser change in jail administration, and a bunch of controls changes, including airflow changes as we finish through the system. And then a whole new control sequence for AHU 3. So PR 55, now that we've got PR 54 looking like it's on the horizon, is our last big hurdle to try to get over there. AHU 2, they are working on getting the control sequence in. The backdraft dampers were installed last Friday. So now we just gotta get the airflow monitoring stations installed. That work will have to be done after 5 o'clock because we don't want to be shutting the air handler off for any length of time while those spaces are occupied. Anything on that, Kenny?
Just wanted to provide some brief information maybe on our energy recovery wheel, if you want to speak to that, Shane, or if you want to touch base on that at all.
Yeah, so right now, we also asked Suter to provide us a price to remove the energy recovery wheel. And we did approve at the last meeting for Thompson to set another panel because of all the different adds and changes throughout this thing. We've run out of extra spare circuits that we were supposed to have, so Thompson's setting a new panel. That panel I talked with Corey from Thompson Solutions Group yesterday. He was gonna get with Shannon, but he says that panel has about a 2-month lead time normally to get the panel and the breakers. So I said, of course, please get that work done as soon as possible. And then talk about the energy recovery wheel with Austin, that we're gonna want a price and a price from Thompson. So there's 480 power to this, but we're gonna have to take that energy recovery wheel out of the unit because with the change to AHU 3, the damper's closed, so that wheel has just become a maintenance problem. So we'll get numbers from Suter and Thompson, add those numbers together and have to have a discussion about that. My recommendation on that is working with building services and you guys making the decision, but kind of waiting to see where you finish in mediation from Entroba before incurring that cost. Kenny, anything else on that? Kevin, anything you'd like to add that I'm missing?
No, I think that's it, Shane.
Okay. That's all I got, sir.
Any questions of Shane?
None.
Mr. Nelson?
I have none. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.
Very good. We'll move on to item number 10 on our agenda today, public concerns. Seeing none. Item 11 is authority board member concerns.
None.
Any from you, Mr. Nelson?
None from me, guys.
None from me. We move to item number 12, closed session with Frederickson and Byron Law Firm, Iowa Chapter 21.51C. I move that we go into closed session.
Second?
Roll call vote, please.
Wick,
Aye.
Moore,
Aye.
Nelson.
Aye.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you guys a call upstairs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Kev.